Hey y'all, this is Cowboy Greg from Single Oak Farm here in Trinity, North Carolina, and I hope y'all been following along with Raya's progress. This upcoming video is her getting her first trim from a farrier. My farrier Joe was out here, it's been a couple weeks now, and he was putting shoes on my horse Stella, and I asked him if he wouldn't mind seeing how Raya did with a trim, and so he was more than happy to. He's a very patient farrier, and so he gave her a little bit of a trim. Now, when she got this trim, I think she'd been with us for 4 weeks, and I'd been messing with her and stuff like that. So y'all just sit back, watch this little video, and remember, hit that like and subscribe button. All right, so Raya's been with us for about 4 weeks now, and I took an old jack stand, put a little pad on it, and I would put her foot in the positions that a farrier would put them in. And I'd been doing this for about a week or two. Every time I messed with her, I went out, picked her feet, stuck her feet on the stand in these different positions, trying to get her used to being in these positions when the farrier showed up. So, trying to make it as easy as I can for my farrier. All right, so here's me and Joe, and like I said, Joe just got through doing my other horse, Stella, and so he's giving her a little bit of a trim, just not a lot. We're, being this the first time, we're trying not to overwhelm her with everything that's going on, because I have not had nippers or a rasp on her foot. I would just try to handle her foot as much as possible. Letting her check him out, and this is probably the first time he'd really been around her. And like I said, Joe is a very patient farrier. He doesn't get in a hurry with them. I haven't ever seen him lose his temper with a horse yet. I said he takes his time moving around her. Soho out. Soho get. I'm telling my dog Soho, I'm not sure how Raya would react. She's used to dogs, but this is one time I didn't want my dogs up under her feet, being it's her first trim. Our other horses, now they're all fine. Dogs can weave in and out of their feet the whole time. The whole time they're being worked on, and they don't care. Our horses are used to, even the Mustangs got used to these dogs within the first few days of being home. I introduced them to the dogs, and I really thought they would have a big reaction to a dog, being that they look at it more as a predator, but they really have accepted our dogs. They don't bother them at all. They could care less about them. And like I said, Joe just taking his time, trying to ease her, keep her relaxed. Well, the funny thing. And I'm ignoring my dog, and I probably shouldn't. Wasn't crazy about you being on the brand side. But now, and here comes Mother Dog Annie. She's harder on this side than she is the other side. At this point, I really felt like Raya was going to do fine, and I wasn't as concerned about the dogs being around her as I was to begin with. Like I said, it's just kind of a quick trim. Now this is actually probably been her hardest foot for me to mess with. I don't know why. She's just always been a little bit stubborn with this one foot. And this foot had a chunk kind of missing out of it. It had broken off before we picked her up. And I don't know how she damaged it, but she did. But it's nothing serious. It's going to grow out here. Right, yeah. That's what I told you. I felt like she was ready. Raya's just as calm and relaxed as can be. I'm very, very proud and pleased with this horse. And she's pulling a little bit on that foot. Like I said, this is her hard foot here. And Joe wants to, he's looking at her foot. I'm letting her see what we trim off of there. Dogs will be getting that in a minute. And he's thinking about taking some off of the toe. Because like I said, she had some bust out on the side just a little bit. So when I told her, I told him that I'm pretty sure she would be fine with that foot extended out to the front. So he moved his stand, and I need to move so you can see what he's doing. Yeah. Well, that's what I said. I've been using that jack stand. I put her foot forward, I put her foot back, let it rest on it. Yeah. Like I said, he's just rounding it up a little bit. And he sets it down just fine.
To this other back foot, and then do the same thing to this front.
Because she did so well, he's going to go back and do a little bit more work on that one back foot. Feels like he could make it look a little bit better. Like I said, he was really taking his time, being cautious with her. Wasn't sure how she was going to react and wanted to get around all 4 feet. And she did really well, so he went back in to do a little bit more work. And because he took a little off that front toe of the one foot, he's going to try to get her foot up here and take a little bit more off of this one right here too. Do a little rasping on it, round it up a little bit more, make them look a little bit more even. And Joe told me he was very pleased with the way she had it. He said you couldn't have asked for a better trim on a horse. He was very happy with her.